I think it's the hair.
Oh wait, this is Beth and Maeve coming to you from Haiti. We were gonna fix our hair before we started, so just give us a second so we look pretty.
Just saying, I hate being this beautiful. It hurts. Don't be jealous.
Do not
be jealous. It
comes
with time. Especially in Haiti with cold water bucket showers and E. coli and
there we go.
pylori.
Aren't we so nice?
I think you look beautiful.
You look beautiful. Anyway, this is Beth and Maeve coming to you from Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
We're in Julie's garden.
Yes, we are in the beautiful, beautiful garden. Can you see the garden? So nice. There's the chicken coop and the fish tank.
And tomorrow we are planting spuds.
Yes.
That's potatoes for the Americans.
It's good stuff. We've been together here at Rebuild Globally for 1 week now. It's been one of the best weeks of my life because I love being in Haiti and I love being in Haiti with Maeve.
I like you too.
It's good stuff. We are excited to tell you our cholera story together because we always tell it separate and it's just not as good unless you're together. So we're going to tell you the best cholera story, the most epic story in all of Haiti.
What's your 3 rules?
Wash your hands, don't eat poop, and know where your water comes from, and you won't get cholera.
And what's your story about telling the story?
My story about
your rules about telling the story?
I don't know.
You will laugh.
Oh, yes, the rules of the story are you will laugh. It's okay. There's the sad part that it starts with. And you can also retell the story because you've heard it firsthand.
No copyright.
No. Go ahead. You want to start?
So it started way back when we worked in a tent together. And I hated Haiti for the first week because Beth thought I was coming as a hyperactive kind of person. And one day she said, Maeve, I was expecting you to be a lot more lively. I said, Beth, I don't talk to myself. So after that we became friends and it more happened so when Beth had no one to work night shift and I said, hey, I'll work night shift. So we did. And every night we came and it's the same stuff. Good fun, taught the nurses. Then we got sent on a cholera mission where I actually turned out to be quite smart and figured out a lot about poo. It's
a very difficult subject to learn, except there's only 3 rules. Remember the 3 rules? Wash your hands.
Yeah, but people
don't eat poop and know where your water comes
from. Look, eating poop is easier than it seems. That'll follow. So we work night shift.
I think there's our friend Richard. He wanted to come say
hi.
hi.
I didn't realise that you were doing a video blog.
We're talking about you. Look, why are you fixing your hat? This is about us.
I thought you were talking about me.
You're not even that hot. Go away. It's about us. Oh, he stuck his fingers up. Oh,
I think it was a peace sign.
That again.
Was it the
that was a peace sign backwards, right? Peace to America and China and all those places. So yeah, you should tell the story better than me.
Okay, so Maeve was working night shift, and this morning, it was like 6 o'clock in the morning, a mom walked up and she was carrying her dead 2-year-old. That's the sad part of the story. We acknowledge that it's sad. It's very sad. Well, I'm sorry. See, she laughed.
I'm laughing because she keeps talking about how sad it is.
It is sad. It's very
very sad.
But then you have to move on. That's when the story gets better-ish. So, when someone dies of cholera, you have to dispose of the body in a specific way because the body is very contagious. So, Maeve took the baby back to the back of the cholera area so she could call later and get the right people to come and get the body for disposal. Right after that, a very sick man walked into the cholera unit.
And he didn't walk. Oh. Sorry, he looked like a puppet trailed like on a hanger. He's and he was that pretty. And I didn't speak Creole. He didn't speak English. And he was half dead, like
very, very ill,
like a zombie.
So Maeve was trying to act fast enough to save his life because if the person is still alive, if you act fast enough, you can save their life. So she's trying to act fast enough. She runs and runs and trips over the dead baby and falls into a cholera pit, which a cholera unit has these trenches dug along the side, and those drain all of the cholera, vomit, and diarrhea into one big pit that can be emptied out later. So the pit came up to about Maeve's waist, stood there in the cholera, covered in poo, and the staff didn't want to help her because she was covered in a very contagious disease. So Maeve climbed out of the cholera pit. And right after that, the very sick guy fell into the pit after her. At that point, Maeve was like, you have got to help me get him out of the pit. Nobody wanted to touch Maeve. Nobody wanted to touch the sick guy, so Maeve got angry.
For a change.
Just a little bit. Her little Irish temper came a-flaring, and then she threw her stethoscope across the gravel and said, fine, I'll do it myself. So then she helped the guy out of the pit, and then she started to strip off her cholera-soaked clothing, while one of the nurses held up a sheet to give her a little bit of privacy. Well, anyway, one of the nurses came and brought her some dry scrubs, but while in the meantime, she hears behind her some noises. Who was it, Maeve?
As I'm standing in the nip.
That's naked in American.
It's your birthday suit. It wasn't good, covered in poo, as Beth said. I heard this giggling to turn round to a full frontal of nakedness to find the UN soldiers with their camera phones recording me naked, covered in poo.
Again, this is a funny story and you should be laughing.
Oh, it's funny now.
Funny.
It wasn't funny when I had no underwear on and they were giggling. And I'm sure, as my friend Lauren says, I've got a very big following in Brazil on YouTube. The naked Irish white poopy girl.
Yes. So then she got under her dry scrubs, and that's when I walked up. I had come over from the house to find out what was going on, and hi Maeve, how are you doing today? She says, help me get him into the cholera tent. So we got him, the sick guy that had fallen into cholera, into the tent, put IVs in him, stood there and squeezed the IV bags so that they would go in faster, while Maeve told me about her evening. And that is the most...
Survived.
Oh, the sick guy got better. That's the best ending to the story we could tell you.
And I didn't get cholera.
Again,
but awesome. What I did get was 2 huge cheesecakes to share with everybody.
To thank Maeve for such a wonderful, hard-working evening, she got 2 cheesecakes. And I think you've said you would do it all over again for those cheesecakes.
Yeah, I'd probably not get it in my mouth this time. But I'd be willing to stick my foot in or something.
Well, there you go. It's that good. It's that good. Well, we're very happy we got to share our cholera story with you together.
And we're still friends.
Yes. Love ya.
You too.